Everything I'm seeing makes me think this room belongs to a master puppeteer.
This is a message for Marchiona, my sadly not departed friend. Important matters brought me to your door. I am searching for my lost apprentice. And it should come as no surprise that I thought you or your other alchemist fiends had taken him. I hope you don't mind, but I made a mess of your lackeys as I passed through. If you do, consider it partial payment for what happened to my other apprentice. As soon as I am able, I shall return to collect your remaining debt. Until then, take care not to die. From Leia, Florence, Monad.
Okay, so we are definitely, absolutely, irrefutably in the past. Unbelievable. The Leia Florence. She's the one they call the legendary stalker. Story is, she went missing a long time ago, in Krot, as it happened. But here she is, still building the legend. And between Marchiona and Leia, I know who we're siding with. We still don't know why we're here, but maybe we're here to meet the legendary stalker.
I was told that murderous puppet had come to call on me. So who is this handsome guest standing before me? It matters not. You belong to me now. You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you? None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. Impede my work and get in my way. For my lost time. Humiliating that you should see the power I was saving flare. Weep in despair, tremble in fear, scream for my pleasure. Can't get away quick enough, can you? You will make a fine adornment for my room, don't you think? You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you? None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. You impudent little puppet, to push me this far. Weep in despair, tremble in fear, scream for pleasure. Why must you and the legendary Stalker impede my work and get in my way? I left my work half complete for this. How do you propose to pay me for my lost time? Why must you? I had no rival beyond Leia. It should have been the two of us, locked in a fight to the death.
We got a key from Marchiona. Hey, I bet it opens that gate we passed before entering the greenhouse. This place is definitely a dead end, and since Leia's not here, let's go back. can't be. Are all those humans? Just how evil does someone have to be to do something like this?
Hello. Rosora wants to be your friend. Will you be my friend? Hello. Rosora wants to be your friend. Will you be my friend? Rosora wants to be free. But I need my shoes to do that. Please, please help me travel the world. Help me to hold your hand and dance. I will wait for you here. Rosora was locked in a birdcage. I don't know how long I was there. A white butterfly woke me up and freed me. And I followed the white butterfly all the way here. But I lost my shoes while I was running. I don't know where they came off. I have a precious friend. I miss that friend dearly. We played all the time at the Rose Estate. Our hearts were filled with joy. Rosora wants to see her friend again. That's why I have to go back there. I want to go back to the Rose Estate. But to do that, Rosora needs her shoes. Please, please help Rosora travel the world. Help me to hold your hand and dance. I will wait for you here. I need my shoes to be... I have a precious... Rosora...
Carnival Garden. The tram station's that way. I think it's our best chance of getting out of here. This place was prettier and happier back in the day.
Oh, if it isn't a stalker. Play acting the hero who saves the world, huh? Meanwhile, I have chosen instead to simply look upon this ruined world from this grand little vantage point. Really add some zest and extravagance to my tea time. But this situation really hasn't helped the costs of my already expensive hobby. So, A transaction is always welcome. Well, you've stumbled across something of real value. Good taste or plain luck, I wonder. Either way, when you're ready to sell it, consider me. You can't get a proper price for those just anywhere. No, you need to sell it to a specialist, an expert like me, who knows its true worth. And if we can reach a deal, I might have an interesting secret for you. That is a key, yes. A key to one of the Black Rabbit Brotherhood's hideouts. I assume a member of the Brotherhood dropped it somewhere. But only a fool or a lunatic would loiter around one of their hideouts. So, no. It isn't selling all that well, actually. Since I've been wooed by the elegance and charm of this tea set, I'll share this piece of information. About the crown of Krot's own queen of the dramatic arts, Adelina. Her greatest stage prop is called the Puppet Prince's Imperial Crown. Or rather, it was. A true collector's item, and stolen almost as soon as it went on display. But there was no honor among those thieves. I even heard one of them survived, having transformed into a monster that haunts the sea after trying to take the crown for himself. Hilarious, right? Some whore wearing a crown like they're the king of the monsters? I doubt even the most devoted of fans would want to end up like that. Always happy to...
The stage is set. Now, be August. Step right up and do your best! The festival lights are all aglow. Just have fun and go with the flow.
Oh, now that's what I call a dance number. Come on, let's see your best moves.
I need my shoes to be free. I will wait for you here. Oh, you found my shoes! Thank you! Rizora is so happy. Now I can run! I can dance! I can go anywhere! I can go back to the Rose Estate! You gave me back my freedom. So here's a present. For you. It's called Rizora's Treasure. No matter where I end up, I'll remember you. The friend who helped free Rizora. I'll go to the Rose Estate now. With each step the shoes and I take, I'll think of you. My new friend. No matter where I end up, I'll remember you. The friend who helped free Rizora. I'll go to the Rose Estate now.
Whatever choice you make, I shall wait for you. That is why I'm the listener. To bear witness.
Apparently, I must remain in this room. Be careful out there.
Whatever choice you make.
matter where I end up. I'll go to the roses.
Missing persons poster. You saw it too, right? The name reads Romeo. Romeo, the legendary stalker's apprentice. Since we're back in the past, there's a chance we might run into him. So let's stay strong and carry on.
Hello? Is someone there? You there? I hear you. Can you help an old blind lady? This easel before me, it's not supposed to be empty, is it? Do you see a painting on the ground? It's mine. Pick it up and give it to me. Quickly. Can you help an old blind lady? This easel before me. Do you see a painting? Even though I can't see, I can tell from the feel of the canvas. Oh, thank the heavens. This is my painting. It is very precious to me. Since losing my sight, this piece has given me courage. I'm sure you would love to hear my story. Once, I was a high-ranking alchemist, with a dream and a purpose. I dedicated my life to the cause of human evolution. Unfortunately, I suffered an accident in the laboratory. The incident damaged my eyes. I could no longer work. But the accident turned out to be a blessing. Stumbling in the dark, I found a painting that revealed the path of truth through art. What do you think? What do you see when you look at my painting? You have a good eye. This painting inspired me greatly. I lost my sight, but I see the path I must walk. You know, the world is a dark, cold, and isolating place. However, I am attuned. I tread the path. I will find the light, the brilliance that illuminates art. I tread the path. I tread the path.
still can't believe it myself. This must be before the grand opening.
Well, well, a stalker. Or so I assume, judging by your attire and demeanor. And yet your face is unknown to me. To me? Ridiculous. You're a sweeper, perhaps? But no matter. Ignorant fools say that we are adversaries, but in truth, our relationship is not that hostile. I do so look forward to working with you. Have you something to say? Red hair. Red hair. Could you be speaking of Leia Florence? Why didn't you just say so? If you're looking for the legendary stalker, you should just come out with it. But, if I may ask, what could you possibly want with a living legend? Perhaps you've heard the tale of the Blood Artist. Just one of the monikers of a murderous puppet that targeted only the upper crust of society. It was a dreadful affair. Many a stalker tried to apprehend the Blood Artist, only to die by his blade. But he was no match for one in particular, who took him down on her own. The stalker not only beat the Blood Artist in single combat, but she utterly dismantled him. And she goes by the rather pedestrian name, Leia Florence. Though most everyone just calls her by the loftier moniker, the legendary stalker. Help her, you say? Yes, she was here. But she took that lift, headed down. Simply said she had something to take care of, but heaven knows what that could be. Perhaps she's gone to slay that poor, crazed lunatic. The one afflicted with the petrification disease. She is the legendary stalker, after all. There's a reason they say only merciful death remains in her wake. Romeo? Never heard of him. Oh! The sidekick. The legendary stalker's young apprentice, I suppose. He could be the reason she's been so, on edge of late. I beg your pardon? What year is it? Are you under the influence of some strange medication? You may well want to study the provenance of your petrification cure. A word to the wise, don't trust any medicine that an alchemist doesn't hand to you personally. The Monad Charity House. You've heard of the Rose Estate? That's where you'll find your cure. If you're looking for the legendary stalker, well, don't let me stop you. If you want to talk to her, ignorant fools say I do so. If you're looking,
We planted the seed, but I wonder what'll grow from it. I've never seen anything like it, and it could be a long time before it sprouts.
Yes. A new face appears. How do things fare outside, Master Stalker? Let me introduce myself. I am Klaus, merchant extraordinaire and collector of rare ergo. Indeed, you'll be hard-pressed to find a merchant more skilled than I in the handling of all precious goods. You're lucky to find me in a place such as this. A rather uncouth stalker simply dumped me here and left. The world is crumbling before our eyes, and so are people's manners, it seems. As a merchant, it is quite frustrating being stuck here inside this empty hotel. I beg of you, regale me with news of the city when you can, and perhaps buy something, huh? Oh, that person, I heard her called the legendary Stalker. Well, she certainly lives up to the name. When she rescued me at the zoo, she had no trouble hoisting my hefty body and tossing me about without so much as a grunt of effort. She muttered something about searching for her apprentice in a laboratory, but she was so on edge that I pressed no further. Still, I must say it is not unreasonable to expect better treatment and a friendlier demeanor from your rescuer. Do you mean the leader of the bastards? The man standing over there? My weak heart and spirit prevent me from speaking to such an imposing fellow. I've heard he's quite capable and holds influence over others in many ways. He is conducting important work. But he does frighten me to no end. I'm sure he's a good man, but please don't reveal I spoke ill of him. I'm sorry, you want to know the year? I don't understand the question. You must be referring to the swirling rumors about an era of calamity coming due to the worsening situation with the petrification disease. Let's see, what other news? I hear the opening of the Grand Exhibition will be cancelled. Also, whispered voices say the alchemists lost something. What that might be, though, I cannot say. Besides that, nothing else significant comes to mind. The Rose Estate was my original destination. Many notable people fled there due to the petrification disease. Not to boast, but I am a rather famous merchant. I had received an invitation to the estate, and I was on my way there when I became engulfed by chaos. I should make my way to the estate, but my back pain, I'm glad the legendary stalker rescued me, and it was an honor, though I'd wish she'd been gentler. I cannot sit or lie down. Oh, do you know how terribly inconvenient that is? I cannot believe my eyes. You found one of my discs. I'm touched, truly. Collecting may seem a silly thing to you, but this simple act connects me deeply to the larger world. Just imagine, who were the ancient beings who engraved these discs? Did they worship a god, curse a devil? Or had they endured dark times as we have and sought the solace of an angel? Imagining others reaching the light after a dark night gives me hope this nightmare will end. Now, if you find more discs, I will offer you other valuable rewards in exchange. As a merchant, it is quite...
Leia? No one in our time knows how she disappeared or how she died. Even if she died. Here's hoping it's got nothing to do with this deeply disturbing alchemist.